All right, so I want to talk about Lyrical Lemonade. Which is really, it's perfect that you just mentioned that. People skip over the process. That's what I want to know about your passion behind music and what fueled you to this space. So with Lyrical Lemonade, what was the vision with that? You weren't just writing to tell people how you feel and things you thought about music or artists or anything like that. What was the intention when starting out with writing these posts?
I mean, when I had more time, I was wanting to create content behind it. But now that I have a little less time, I just want to give artists a platform. I can write about big artists all day long, but I like putting newer artists on because I like people judging me by off of my ear and what I'm posting. So really with that, it was just trying to put new artists on a bigger platform. I feel like would be deserving. But the problem is that everybody feels like they're deserving.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like a huge sense of entitlement. What I remember was, I know you started doing these video vlogs, whatever, on different reviews. But what I thought was the most interesting was, number one, first time I ever heard about, what it was that you did. I remember Serge was telling me, he's like, bro, anybody that he say gonna blow, they blow. And I can say that since knowing you, I guess, what was that, 20, it doesn't matter how long ago, it's just been true. It's been interesting to see that happen. But more so, you would allow artists to reach out to you.
Yeah.
And
which can be a mistake.
You would get, what I thought was the craziest thing was I wish I was a music artist at that time because I knew this part about you and your success with knowing what it took to get an artist to the next level and making them blow. I thought it was insane, the feedback that you would talk about and how ungrateful artists were for the feedback that you took the time to give them. They didn't even pay you for the feedback. They didn't. And you gave them.
And that's another thing. People. There's so many people. I could be off of just write-ups and stuff. If I could just live off that because I could probably make. I could probably make easy 3-4 bands a month just off write-ups just by charging people. But one, that does nothing for me, and two, I'm risking whenever you take money for there's some publications that offer posts pay to post, but Lyrical doesn't do that because that shit honestly, bro, it waters down it waters everything down. Yeah, you'll be paid, but people don't want to take that into consideration because they're so well, I'm doing this, so I need to get paid for it. It's just no. I don't get paid for it, so now whenever I do write, that will be the last thing that happens. But I mean, if I genuinely mess with the music, then I'm gonna write about it. You're gonna get paid. Having a Lyrical Lemonade post or having a write up about me, that's not gonna change. It's not gonna dictate it's gonna look good as far as social posts and for a little bit of clout that's temporarily, but it's not gonna lead you to get a label deal or nothing like that. You're just gonna tell people that you got a Lyrical Lemonade post and that's gonna be it. That's with any publication, really. You just gotta work on your music and work on branding. But I do try to give out free game. You see that I'll be playing Facebook game, or not Facebook game, but Instagram questions. I'll be having 30, 40 people ask me questions, and I try to dive down deep in there. And there's a lot of people that's in the music industry that's bigger than me and has had a lot more success with me. They're damn, that was a really good answer, or damn, you're really answering all these questions. It's just
right.
And this is for the free. I could be if you want me to draw out a plan for you, then of course I'll pay it. But if it was a question on spot like that, then it'll be too many lunch meetings I'm gonna have to take to answer everybody's questions. But people always want to pick my brain for stuff, but they're gonna have to start paying for that. But I mean, if it's just something slight here and there, they have 1 or 2, 3 questions, then I'm not answering. I'm not stingy with knowledge like that.
That answers the question I was about to ask next. Why, when you know that there's I'm gonna ask it this way. When you know now for sure, whether you questioned it before, you know now for sure that there's a value to it, why do you not charge the value for the knowledge you're about to give to these people, but you just say you're not stingy with that information? I'm gonna ask then, what makes you that way? Because in the world around you, especially in the nitty-gritty music industry, entertainment industry for that matter, not necessarily just music, but the entertainment industry as well as, I don't know if you come from a background of affluence, but why are you not knocking people over the head for this information? Why do you see that free game is good for you and not seminar and coursing it up or doing whatever else to get money?
Because to me, like a lot of people, whatever they do in their lives is like dictated by like a dollar amount, which like, of course, like everybody wants to make a lot of money, but that can't be really like the sole purpose on like why you do things. And I mean, I came from not have, we had like growing up, like, you know, we had bread, but we didn't have like crazy amount of bread. Like, you know, it'd be like things like, you know, stuff will get turned off, or like maybe no internet, maybe no phone here and there, things like. So like
things that used to be seen as luxury.
Yeah, so it's not really like. So I'm not really pressed to have like everything right then and now, because if I didn't have it before, then like I'm not gonna be pressed to have it like now. I mean, it'll come whenever it'll come. But I also want to be looked at as like being like a prominent public figure that has like some integrity. Because like if you just doing everything for any type of money, like I'm all for people going to get a bag. Like go ahead and do that. But like at the end of the day, like what is people saying about you? Like after the fact, like, oh, he beat me over the head for like $400,000. It's just like, okay, cool. But what kind of value did you provide to that person? Is that person gonna remember you like 4 or 5 years from now because you helped them do something, or because you gave them like some knowledge that they'll never forget? Like I said, like, I mean, my time is money. Like, if you want to sit there, like, I'll give you a consultation for like, you know, for a price. But like, I mean, that's my time. Mm-hmm. But like, if it's like a question here or there, like I'm gonna always answer and not act like I'm too good to not answer any questions, especially if it's like for anybody that's my age or like younger. Mainly because I want to see people like elevate. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's not really me. Like, I mean, I could be like a dick about it or like a jerk about it, but I'm just not.
I feel it.
I want people to look at me in like a higher light too.
Oh man,
that's the thing.
You definitely got that going for you, bro. We respected that. It's a different approach to things. It's an uncommon.
Yeah, no, it's really uncommon. Yeah. Because when you talk to people, I feel like it comes from like a matured mindset too.
For sure.
Because when you talk to people, they're like, a lot of people is like immature on like a lot of things. They're not as open-minded. They're like stuck in their own ways, or like they're driven by something that really has no like, I'm not gonna say money doesn't have like a value, but like at the end of the day, it's not, you can't really take it with you. Mm-hmm. Where what's people gonna remember you as? Somebody that, damn, he had a lot of money. It's like, oh, okay, there's a lot of people that got money. Mm-hmm. But like what kind of person that you are, and what kind of person that people view you as, and how people talk about you when you leave the room or leave this life or leave this realm.